What's up, guys? So today is my favorites video, and I've got a pretty good list written here, as well as some show and tell just sitting right below the camera here, for a little bit of visual aid, I guess. Before we get too far into the actual favorites themselves, if you could click the link in the description down below and help out my Febfast. I've already logged today. I've got 2 days left to go, left to log, but there are 3 days left that you can donate. Yeah, if you could click that link and help me out, that'd be greatly appreciated. By doing so, you'll be helping young people experiencing serious disadvantage to be able to access the resources and the support that they need to lead healthy and fulfilling lives. You'll be helping to build a community where they are valued and included and have every opportunity to thrive, as well as helping to reduce the frequency and severity of alcohol, drug, and mental health related issues, including antisocial and self-harming behavior. So it's definitely a worthwhile cause. Only 3 days left, and then I'm honestly probably not going to have a sugar binge. At the start, I thought maybe I'd feel that way, but having done a month with no sugar, I'm not really, I don't know, like, I was thinking that I'd be going out and buying, like, one of the big bags of lollies and just eating it in one sitting, but I'm honestly not hyped for that at all, which is probably good. I definitely had a bit of an issue with sugar, so it's good. Anyway, getting into the favorites. So for the most part, I'm going to be looking at sort of like entertainment products, so music, all forms of gaming, film and television. What other ones have I got here? Books, and then I'll do a couple of like lifestyle things at the end, like favorite things that I've like eaten throughout the month, yeah, fashion, and there's one other thing, travel, like places I've gone and stuff. So yeah, there's going to be a couple of lifestyle things towards the end, but the majority of this is going to be entertainment products, because yeah, we've had a pretty good month as far as that's concerned. So starting off with music, and I unfortunately don't have any of the physical CDs with me. Some of these I would love to have, but since getting my Spotify account back to being premium and being able to actually listen to what I want when I want, I've been able to go through and find all of the albums from 2020 released in February alone, and therefore making an appearance in this video. We've got album releases for, we had a Galantis album release called Church. I believe it's called Church. We've had a Green Day album release called Father of All. The album cover has got the word motherfucker scribbled out, which I thought was clever marketing, because you can't obviously have the cover having an expletive on it, but you can have the actual word in the song, because you can put the language warning on the front of the album. LaRue had a new album called Supervision. Hollywood Undead, New Empire Volume 1, which makes me think that they're going to follow that up probably later this year, maybe early next year with a Volume 2. I don't imagine there's going to be a massive gap between Volume 1 and Volume 2. Similar to how a couple of years ago, a couple of years ago there was Hilltop Hoods had 2 albums that was sort of a back-to-back sort of thing, and they'd always intended it to be 2 albums rather than just one long one and picking and choosing the songs. So the Volume 1 sort of suggests that to me, and I'm pretty keen for that. Justin Bieber had a new album called Changes. The Amity Affliction had one called Everyone Loves You Once You Leave Them. And it's got some pretty good songs on it. Ozzy Osbourne has a new album out called Ordinary Man. The title track is got Elton John on it as well, and it's amazing. And then The Word Alive released an album within the last week called Monomania. And then of course tomorrow is going to be Five Finger Death Punch with their F8 album, which is all pretty exciting. The next one on my list is gaming. This is of any kind. I didn't really play too many, or any, Switch games at all. That will probably change next month. In fact, it's almost guaranteed to change next month, because I'm pretty sure next month has Mario Day in it, and I intend to get Mario Odyssey for the Switch, specifically so that I can play it on Mario Day. I also didn't really play any card or board games aside from doing my game highlight for Fun Employed. Other than that, I didn't really have any chances to play any games. I didn't get any new games as far as board games or card games are concerned. So as far as those two sort of sub-classifications are concerned, there's nothing new. But for the PS4, I've started playing, and I'm currently on like midway along the gold tier for the Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled Gazmoxia Grand Prix, which is actually a lot of fun. I'm a little apprehensive about trying to fight the velo times, because there are some tracks where I've only beaten Oxide by milliseconds. So they were hard enough for me, and so I have no idea how I'm gonna beat Velo, but that's gonna be a fun thing when I get to it. I also have played other than Crash Team Racing, because it is getting to the point with having to have done the Grand Prix for the last 8 months, having to have tried to get all the way through them to get all of the rewards and stuff. It has sort of burnt me out a little bit for the game. I still enjoy playing it, but it's just sort of like, now it's at the point where I'm getting on there and doing the daily tasks that need doing, and then hopping straight off. I'm definitely looking forward to the Grand Prix ending, and while some people may be jumping straight in to get the extra content that's going to be going up, I don't think that they're going to make it seasonal anymore. It's just going to sort of be there, and that's just going to be how it stays, sort of thing. And so once I decide to go back and play that game, I'll be able to just go in and collect a buttload of coins and stuff. I have a full video on what I think those content drops are going to be coming early next month, so within the next couple of days. But other than that game, I've been playing Killzone Shadowfall. I completed that game. As far as the storyline is concerned, I sort of was more focused on doing the story than actually getting all of the collectibles and stuff. So yeah, I didn't really sort of worry about getting the collectibles. I was more worried about just finishing the storyline. As well as I'm about 60% of the way through the storyline for Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and I'm trying to do all of the side quests at the same time, because you unlock some of them in the main storyline, so I might as well try to complete them all. And yeah, that's basically been the games that I've played this month. As far as books are concerned, I haven't actually read any further, but I did get it sitting just here if it wants to come out from under its predecessor. I did get this book. It is the direct sequel to this one, which I thought this one was. They're all obviously by the same author, and I thought that they were supposed to be a series, since they do look very familiar as far as cover art is concerned. But this one's same universe, not the same characters sort of deal, I think. But yeah, this one is set in the same place as the first one. So I've got it, and I'm looking very much forward to reading it. The first one is pretty good. I'm probably going to reread it before I get into it again though, just to refresh my memory on all of the events that happen. So I'll probably have full reviews on those at some point, hopefully within the next month. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long. I do also have plans to sort of start at one end on my bookshelf and work my way down. And considering that I've got things like the entire Chronicles of Narnia in a book, that's going to be quite an undertaking, actually. But yeah, other than buying that book, I haven't actually read any books. As far as television programming, I really should change this category from television to just streaming, because I myself don't watch television. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now. So I've only restarted my Netflix for the time being, and since doing that, I've watched the first 2 seasons of The 100 as far as series are concerned. I have looked up other series that I thoroughly enjoy that are Netflix exclusive, such as the 7 Deadly Sins anime, and in that research found that I'm very much looking forward to sometime around or after August, when the next season is dubbed, put up on Netflix. I'll still choose to watch it in Japanese with the subtitles, but it doesn't get put up on Netflix until it's had the dub. But sub over dub is a topic for another video. But yeah, that's that's been my streaming. I'm looking at getting Disney Plus closer to when Falcon and the Winter Soldier comes out. I've already seen The Mandalorian through my parents had the trial run, and within their trial run we watched the entirety of The Mandalorian. So with season 2 coming, I think close, like either very end of this year or early next year, I think season 2 is coming out. So with that coming out, and then also the other Marvel shows and stuff that are going to be coming out, probably going to wait until then for Disney Plus, and slowly just get back into all of my streaming. As far as film and cinema is concerned, obviously, I went and watched Birds of Prey and The Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, because that was my film review for the month. Yeah, I mean, it takes the cake as far as being favourite movie of the month. Really, it was the only one I saw in the cinema. But I've also got a little stack of Blu-rays sitting under here. There's, 11 sitting there, as well as I watched the recent Godzilla movie, like the first one, not King of Monsters or whatever its sequel was. Yeah, so the Blu-rays that I watched, sorry, I don't know where I went for 2 seconds there. So, in no particular order, I'm going to start with this pile though. I watched Valerian and City of the Thousand Planets, the first Red film. I haven't been able to find Red 2 on Blu-ray, so that's currently one of the ones that I'm trying to hunt down. R.I.P.D., Dread, and both the Hellboys. It's got 1 and Golden Army in it, which I liked both of them. I don't think Golden Army did as well as they were hoping, but I liked it. Their use of a Celtic god as the name for an elf prince, when he's actually the first king of the gods in Celtic mythology, I thought that was nice. The funny part to me though is he doesn't have his silver arm, obviously because they're trying to sort of create a new character sort of thing. But the Celtic god has one arm cut off. He gets replaced with a silver arm. And I think it's funny that he's leading the Golden Army. Just thought it was kind of funny. And the other ones that I watched, I had a bit of a Keanu Reeves binge. So I got the first Matrix. I have seen the second one on Blu-ray. I'm looking to get it. Trying to find the third one now. John Wick 1 and 2, and so full of Blu-rays. Daily I Stood Still, and then the last 2 here are Ryan Reynolds ones. We've got Selfless and Hitman's Bodyguard. The sequel to that is coming out this year, and I'm so keen. So yeah, it's gonna be hyper fun. I just completely realized that I did actually have a game. My sister got this for me a couple of days ago. It's a Happy Meal toy, but it's like a Rubik's tower, and I've managed to get it so that one set of colours, so green in this case, and then yellow, and then blue go one way, and then the other way we've got red, then the whites, and then orange. It took a lot of planning and a lot of fiddling to get it like that, especially because when you look at it from the front, I've got it so that you can tip it down and it reads properly, and you can tip it up and it reads properly. It took a lot of fiddling to get it like that, and honestly I'm probably gonna fiddle with it some more. The other thing too is this bottom line, so that when you're looking at it, the way the colours rotate perfectly reflects the colour order. So green, white, blue, orange, yellow, red. Green, white, blue, orange, yellow, red. Because that's just what I've been doing with my time for the last 2 days. But yeah, I thought that was a cool little thing. I do want to try and get like a proper Rubik's Cube, because there is that like people have found like the tried and true way of solving a Rubik's Cube, and I want to see how many times you'd have to go through it to take it from finished back to finished, sort of thing. I think that'd be kind of an excellent way to spend 4 hours. Now, as far as the dieting and food and stuff is concerned, obviously I've had to avoid sugar at all costs for Febfast. So that means that when I've had my chai lattes or my tea in the evening, not adding any sugar. It also means that as far as snacks are concerned, I've had to stay away from high sugar snacks, and try to go for things on the more sort of savoury side of things, so like chips, popcorn, pretzels, nuts, that sort of thing. And when you're looking at that sort of thing, it's easy to find, for instance, when you're getting popcorn, you can get like lightly salted variations and stuff where it's not high in salt either, because swapping sugar for salt is not necessarily the point of Febfast. So yeah, mad shout out to Salty Snacks for helping me have like TV snacks while I've been binging the first 2 seasons of The 100 and stuff. Mad shout out to you. Sugar-free soda, I was a little apprehensive to have any sort of soft drink, but then I looked up what was allowed and what wasn't on the Febfast site itself, and sugar-free soda was allowed, so I was like, perfect. And so I've not been drinking a huge amount of it, even though it's allowed, just because I want to try and sort of break the headspace of it's okay to drink this sort of thing, because it's still probably not the greatest thing to be having, sugar-free or not. And so I've been trying to get out of that headspace and making healthier decisions. And then the last thing on my list was, and I found this on one of the channels that I'm subscribed to. They had these sugar-free icy poles, kind of like Zuba Dupas, but they were sugar-free, like coconut ices or something like that. And so I went into my local Woolworths, saw that we had that they were like in stock sort of thing. Bought a bag thinking, we'll give this a try. Never seen these before, and I can happily say that so far I've only had the there's like two variations. There's one that's like tropical fruit flavors, like watermelon and pineapple and passion fruit, and then there's another one that has sort of your more classic, like there's a Coke one I think, and a lemonade, and I think there might be a grape or something. I'm not sure. I didn't get that bag, but so far my favorite one's the watermelon one. It tastes so freaking good, and so yeah, they've been a nice way to have something cool for dessert after the dinner without going for like ice cream or anything like that, because even the like sugar-free ice creams and stuff, yeah, I don't know, I thought I'd give them a little shout out because they are amazing, and considering that beforehand I was not a huge fan of coconut water, like in any way, and that's basically what these things are based on. Yeah, I thought it was good. And so the last thing on my list is places that I have travelled. I've taken you guys pretty much everywhere that I've travelled this month. So there were a couple of times down to Foster for taking photos and stuff. There was, I don't think I've filmed this one, but there was one time I went to Blackhead. I was with some friends and stuff, just sort of enjoying hanging out with my friends and not worrying about vlogging. But went down to Blackhead. There's some really nice lookouts and stuff there. I will take you guys at some point. Probably at this point it's looking like that's going to be April, purely because March is already fully booked as far as content is concerned. I've already organised all of March. It's insane. So that'll be in April. Take you guys down to Blackhead, and then I did sort of a round trip on sort of the day 2 of taking photos for my photography assignment, where I went to, I think I may have vlogged a bit of this. I can't remember which. I think I might have vlogged both days for photography actually, now I think about it. But I went to Tare. There's a lookout there. Did some errands while I was in town. Went out to the Wingham Brush. Sort of took some. I'm almost certain that I vlogged this now I think about it, because the Wingham Brush has a national park where there's this particular like loop in the track that you can walk, and it goes pretty much straight through the nesting grounds for a massive flock of flying foxes. And when I say massive, I mean like, I looked up in the trees and thought the leaves were black because they were all about this far apart from each other, and they're all like these massive bats. And yeah, some of them were looking at me real curious like, and so I know for a fact that I've got footage on my, or at least photos on my camera, so if I haven't uploaded that, I will post some pictures at some point. But yeah, some of the flying foxes were looking at me in like a cute way, like, what you doing down there? And so I took photos of them because they were cute. They did not like me walking alone on that loop, I don't think. There was one point there where a lot of the particularly big ones got very restless, and I could just hear their massive wings flapping above me, as well as the cry of a flying fox is not exactly the most soothing sound to be walking alone through the bush to. So it's definitely somewhere I'd go to film a horror film, even if I'm only just getting the sound bites. But then after that I went to a lookout between there and a small town just sort of a half hour away called Tenoni. There's a lookout there. So we have a river on the other side of this road. If you can get sort of up high enough, you've got this nice view of just rolling hills, and then off in the distance the actual town of Tari itself. Some pretty good sites to go and take photos and stuff at, that's for sure. And yeah, that's been about it. I'm starting to run out of places locally to show you guys through my vlogs and stuff. So I'm going to have to actually start looking at actually taking proper trips and stuff, and I have one of those planned within the first week of next month. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified when I upload that video and all the others in between now and then. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and again, please hit that link in the description down below. It really would mean a lot. And since I've rambled for far too long, keep your head screwed on.